Hi, welcome to Informatica support videos. This is Purushottam. Today we are going to discuss how to use Lite search client in Informatica identity resolution. Our agenda for today is to explore the different available options in the Lite search client and what is the best way to use them for our purpose or to debug the issues. So let's get into the console and see the IIR search client and different options available in it. So we will launch the IIR search client, IIR console client. So in the console client, we will select the system and go to tools. You can see the search client. Once we click on this search client, this will show us the two different search client. One is the default search client, which is automatically selected. The other one is the Lite search client. So Lite search client is the search client which enables us to handle the Unicode data and multi-byte characters. So today we will explore what are the settings, what we can do in the Lite search client. So first, by default it will be selected as search client. Select the Lite search client. If you wish, you can make it as your default search client as well by checking this box. So in this way, every time it will not populate this box, but directly it will launch the Lite search client. So here we manually selected the Lite search client. Click OK. So in this Lite search client, you can see this interface. There are different tabs: file, trace, view, help, and here are the boxes for you to enter the details to make a search. You can see the search option, clear, and search. So in this screen, the first in this console, the first you need to select your search option. Okay, once you click the search option, you can see the different searches you have configured in your HDF file. For example, here we can see the address search, date of birth search, name search. Let's select one of the searches. In this search, you can dynamically select the search width. So if I select here extreme, this will override my settings in the HDF file. Say in HDF file you have defined typical. If I select here exhaustive, this will override the value defined in the HDF file. Similarly, for match tolerance, if in HDF I have defined conservative and here I am selecting typical, this will override the value in the HDF file. Likewise, so first you need to select your search, click OK. Based on that, it will show you the different tabs to fill your data to run the search. Say for example, I am running a search John Smith. To make a search, you can click on the search tab. As for in this search, these are my optional fields: address and date of birth. I am not making an entry for them. So if I search for John Smith, as you can see, there are 21 records it has found. So one feature of this Lite search client is there are different tabs like score, ID, name, and date of birth, address. So say suppose in your output you don't want to see any of the tab, you say date of birth is not required for me. So what you can do, you can do a right click, uncheck the fields that you don't want to see in the output. So date of birth and say suppose address and cluster ID. I just want to see the ID and the name. So this way these fields have been removed from the display. Okay, So for my next search as well, these fields are removed from the display. Okay, so this is one of the features of Lite search client. You can remove the fields which you don't want to see in the display table. Okay, now the most important feature of using this Lite search client is able to use the Unicode data, able to search the Unicode data. So how we can do that? Say for example, in your HDF file you have defined encoding as UTF-8 or 16. Based on that, you can select your display, go to the view, select encoding UTF-8 or view encoding the UTF-16. So this is how you can select your display settings of Unicode data. Sometimes if this is not set properly, you will not be able to view the data correctly in this output table. So this is how you can select. Okay, the next most important thing in using Lite search client is able to generate a trace file for any of the search we run. So this trace file, whenever we face any issue related to search, like search performance or if we are searching for some record and it is not giving us the required results, in that case we can enable this trace to debug this further. So to enable the trace, you can go to the trace server, set server tracing file. So this will allow you to select your trace file name. So you need to give the full path for the trace file and the trace file name, like this 001 trc as I have given. So this file is usually created in the server, so this path should be in your server and not in the client machine. Now as I have given a path, select OK, then again go to trace server. As you have already given the path, now it has enabled this enable server tracing. You have to enable the server tracing. Now run the search again. So this will generate a trace file in the specified directory. So if I go to the specified directory, I can see the file. As you can see here, it has generated the trace file. The other options are like file. Here you can set the default search client, what we discussed in the first screen, and help to know more about the search client. So this is how we use the IIR Lite search client. You could find the related knowledge base article as shown in this URL. So this is all about a Lite search client, and we would love to hear from you. Please give your valuable feedback at supportvideos@informatica.com and twitter.com/infasupport. Thank you for watching the video.